All right, we are live. How's everybody doing today? This is Star with Silver Star Jewelry. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. You notice that things are sideways for you, and that is because Facebook will not let me do a portrait landscape in a video, or do a landscape view in the video. So I've just got it turned this way, and that way you can just kind of see things better. That's the only reason why it's for. It's as if you're standing beside my table instead of where I'm coming from. So you can still see everything. I'm just from this way instead of this way. That's all it is. But today we will be rewrapping this pendant, this piece of Moldavite that I have. I've had somebody who wanted a piece of Moldavite. I couldn't find any of my other. I told them I had this, and they said, yes, I love it. I said, do you like the pendant as is, or do you want me to rewrap? They said, oh yeah, you could rewrap. So I asked them, I said, well, can I rewrap it during my live? They said, ooh, yes, please. I would love to watch that happen. So here we are. We're going to be rewrapping this on today's live. Hopefully we will get it done in an hour. I don't know.
Too loud?
No, I was just going to say, are you trying to get into the other one?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I get on Facebook on this one?
I guess. Should be able to. We're still working out kinks on everything, so if you're watching replay, please bear with me. I apologize. We're still working out all the kinks on all of this, because I'm, still figuring stuff out. So I do have it zoomed in a little bit. I will show you by zooming out. So that's as far out as it will go. So I just figure it reduces all the clutter that you can see, I was hoping it might make it a little bit better. So hopefully it does. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this apart. And I have stuff here, there, and yonder. Huh? What's wrong? Your account?
Do you want me to just log in with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's that. And all I did was just cut two of the pieces that was holding it together. And now it goes in the trash. I have one of my little resin bowls that I made back when I was actually doing resin as one of my little trash bowls. It holds all my little bits of spare pieces of wire that cuts off. And it's perfect. Works really well. You're going to have to turn the volume down on that. So this is the itty bitty piece of Moldavite that I have. And we are going to rewrap this. I was thinking of maybe rewrapping it in black wire. I've been on a black wire kick here lately. So I don't know. I haven't fully decided, but I might also do silver, because this one is titanium color, and I thought that it would complement it. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's why I was thinking about black wire. I'm actually gonna pull out my black wire. We're just gonna do like this. Of course, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be more laying beside it. I don't know. I think that's actually gonna be somewhat alright. I think it's gonna be alright. I'm just gonna stick with black wire. I think she's gonna love it. I think the person's gonna love it. So we're gonna I usually, if you are watching the replay and you are watching to see how I'm doing this, I kind of just do it based off feels. It's not often when I actually fully measure out pieces of wire and all that. Also, by the way, if you are a jewelry maker, specifically, if I could talk, specifically for wire, this thing is a game changer. It is called a wire straightener. I think I found it on Amazon. I absolutely love this thing. I do have nylon job pliers that I do use sometimes. It does work for like really shorter pieces, especially like if I'm already got this wrapped and I have a section of wire that needs to be straightened out. That works for that. But this is how I straighten my wire out. This is how I straighten wire. I can keep it on the spool or on the roll, and then I just pull it through. And do you see how straight this is? This is almost perfectly straight. It is a game changer. And I don't think it was that expensive. I think it was only like $5, $6. Something like that. So if you are a jewelry maker, wire wrapper, and you're trying to find tools to like level yourself up, this is one of those tools. For sure. I absolutely loved it when I found it. Woo! And I have hit the thing. I am so sorry. Come down. This is all I do. I just take what feels right as the first section, and then after I get the first one, then I measure it with that first one on the second one. That's all I do. Here. Here we go. There's 3. I think I'm going to stick with 3 pieces on this one. So again, just so you see, I am using 21 gauge square black wire for this one. Okay, and next I will be using 21 gauge half round, and this one I don't need as much of a piece. Again, I do like to straighten the wire out a little bit. I don't use the same pliers. These are actually not pliers. The wire straighteners I only use for my thicker gauge wire, my base wire, whether it's square or round. That's the only thing I use that for. It doesn't really work for thinner gauge wire. Okay.
Hey.
Did you get it or no?
Good work.
My phone to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on my phone or are you on yours?
I'm on your phone.
Okay, I come through and find about the middle, which I know. I tried to zoom out. Okay, that's zoomed out. So, still almost impossible to see, but there we go. There's the full length, and that's about middle. I just go roundabouts in the middle. And again, this is the black half round wire. Is very difficult to tell if you are on the flat side or the rounded side. At least for me it is. Until I get to wrapping. And which, see if, yep, I can get my camera to do the work for me. Sure enough, it is on the rounded side. Yay! Success! Love it when that happens. And I'm just binding all the wires together.
You
What?
started saying success, and I thought you were about to say 6, 7. I was like, what?
6, 7.
No. And followers lost.
I followed lost. And I'm getting on my youngest child's nerves. Yay!
She secretly loves it, though.
I know, she does. I do that to my youngest just to annoy her, but I know she absolutely loves that. Whether she wants to admit it or not, she loves it. And I just come through, make sure even that last little one is good and tight. And I squish all my wires down nice and flat. This is like really grainy. I don't like how my camera does. I really want a good camera, but right now I am stuck having to use the camera on my phone. Hey, it's better than nothing. I mean, there's that. Ah, that was, see, don't do that. Don't follow me, because if you see right there, which is hard to see, it's impossible to see actually. Yeah, on the base wire I kind of nicked it just a little bit, so don't do that. Do as I say, not as I do. Snippity snip. And then, now that I've got that, I want to make sure I still have it in the middle or pretty close. And it's pretty close. And it ain't going to move, so that's okay. So now at this point, I need to figure out if I want to, how I want to do this. How do I want to do this? Oops. Dropping it is not the way to do this. What if, let's see. See, the problem is I don't have a flat bottom to this thing. Could just do like that. That could be interesting. I don't know. But I also don't know which side she likes better. Because, strangely enough, this piece of Moldavite has two different sides. There's one side, and there is another side. And I don't know which one she would like better. So with that, I'm going to try to make it a double-sided. So I guess what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, do it like this. And I'm going to try to get the wrapped wires in the middle as much as I can. And bend them somewhat. And then I'm going to take my pliers and sharpen that bend. Whoops, I was off camera for that. I'm so sorry. And again, sharpening that bend. Now let's see how we did. Did we do halfway decently? No. Okay, that side could go out a little more. Especially because it's kind of got a rounded area. Oop, wrong way. Okay. Okay. Alright. Pretty good. I don't like that this is no longer centered now. It will be fine. I'm not going to stress about it that much. Let's see. So now we got to figure out, and yes, I'm holding it upside down now. That's in there. I realized I was off camera again. So sorry. How about this? How's that? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo. Alright. I really wish I could get that out there. Really want to push this over if I can get it to. without scratching. Huh, moved over. Hey, but it moved over too much. Aye.
I'll say the camera's fine.
Okay.
But the words on the screen are the...
Huh?
I was just saying the words on the screen are right.
Well, that's kind of why I've got it set up how I do. So that mainly where I'm trying to keep my hands and keep everything will be more in the middle of the screen and not down below. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean when the chat's up like this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I do need to be a little higher then than what I have been.
But I mean, if you, I can do this, and then the chat's on.
I know.
Just tap it.
Yeah.
But while chatting, it's different.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to keep in mind to stay up a little higher then. Okay.
You're perfect where you're at. It's at the very top where the words start fading away. So
yeah.
You're good. Exactly where you're at.
Alright, I'm going to use more of the half round. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nope, instead, and I know it's hard to see it because it is all worn off, but I have 28 gauge round black wire that I will use. And I'm going to make a bail. And I think I'm going to do a figure 8 weave. And luckily I have gotten somewhat decent at figure 8 weaves, and it hopefully won't take me forever and a day to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just wrapped all my wire around all 6 of the base wires, or really all 3, 6 times, because I just don't want a big neck to the pendant right now. So one thing I will say, if you're here to learn, Yvonne Williams, I've learned a huge amount of stuff from her when it comes to wire wrapping. The way she explained it is, if where the stone is the body, this portion is the neck, and then the bail is the head. Okay, so this is the neck of the pendant. And I'm just going to do that. I'm going to leave that right there for right now, so I can try to get this good and tight. Okay, and separate out my wires, because I also now need to pull the top 2 on either side. Now I have this. Okay, and now at this point I need to figure out how wide I want my bail to be and get. And I really think that that's all right. I think that's pretty good. Okay, let me check this one more time. And this is the front. This is the back, I think. See, now I think that's how this is supposed to go. How? Maybe not. That was more of a sharp. That was more, okay. I thought I remembered this, but I didn't. Which side the stuff went on. Okay, it was more like that. Okay. Although it should be flatter, but that's okay. No, that's fine. Yeah. So that's how it was. And I can actually leave it in there now. Good, I had it on the correct side. So, I'm going to continue with my weaving wire. And I know it's really hard to see because it is black wire. So I'm going to bring it around as if I'm going to bring it around the neck again. But instead I'm bringing it up. around this one. I'm going to bring it around this one piece 3 times. That's 3. Well, because I want one to be a stabilizing, I'm going to wrap actually 4 times. Okay. And then through. And then on this 4th one, for one thing, I want to make sure I pushed it down real good. And then around, so behind the other one, okay, you can see, behind this other one. And around it, I'm going to do this one 3 times. Not 4, 3. Okay. Remember, 1 for stabilization and another to start the weave. And since I have it correctly, I'm going to pull that out because those can fall apart easily. I don't want that to happen. Okay. So I've got 1. There's 2. There's 3. So that's my 3rd. Now on my 3rd, I'm going to bring it around and behind the other wire, the other base wire, and nice and snug. 1, whoops, I shook it, I'm so sorry. 2, 3, and I'm going to use my nails to push it down as much as I can. You can use your pliers. Sometimes pliers do better. Okay. And since I've already done 3 now, I'm coming back to the other side, which I know is really hard to see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Keep it tight, but not too tight. Not too tight that you're pulling stuff where it doesn't go. Okay. But you just want it taut. So again, 1, 2, 3, and tight down. I'll do a half like this just to tighten the wire up before I come back over here. 1, 2, 3. So on this one, I'm coming back over to the other side, and I'm going to zoom out now so it's not as blurry. And now that I've explained that is what we are doing, I can just go ahead and start working. Oh, I have somebody. Oh, hello, and welcome to the show. Oh, okay, it was you. Okay. You know, David, what's funny is I made you a moderator.
Huh?
I made you a moderator.
I know.
Ah.
Listen, Spotify won't play on your phone.
I know it. Well, I was hoping somebody else was going to be joining by now, but not yet. But there's always the replay. 1, 2, 3. I figure the more often that I get on here and have lives, and it's just crafting lives. I am absolutely not trying to push anybody to buy anything. The point of this is so that you could actually see me craft. That's the only point to these lives. Now, if I get a sale out of it, wonderful. That's great. Fantastic. The point is to craft, not to sell. And I know that my audience on YouTube watching is probably like, huh? I have these videos, I'm doing these videos on my Facebook just because that is primarily where I do more posting and more interaction and all that. I will be bringing, whoops, I messed up somewhere. Somehow I have messed up, and I don't know how. something is not right. And I'm trying to show you while I do it, while I try to fix it. Let's see. I don't suggest doing like this. Okay, nope. I would normally go back and redo it. I don't feel like doing it though. And then I'm just going to be gently pushing that down so that hopefully, whoops, I hit it again. I'm so sorry. 2, 3, okay. Now, if I could just get it to stay, it wouldn't be so bad. 1, 2, and that makes 3. Back through. I'm going to move that. Tighten it up. And then back on the other side. Okay. But anyway, what I was saying, I will eventually be moving the live over to YouTube, and I will eventually, I have started cutting down these lives when we're making it into shorts and reels and stuff, just so that, because some people don't want to sit through a live, and I understand that. But that way you get the gist of what we did. You got to see the project we worked on, all that kind of stuff, without having to sit through an hour of me yapping. It's only, 60 seconds or so instead. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And any wire wrappers know counting is all a part of it. You got to count for a lot of stuff. And however tall you want your bale is up to you. I'm going to go just a little further, because I think she would like it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I will say, when I am editing my video, the live down for YouTube, I will attempt to change the view from portrait to landscape so that it fits on YouTube better. I cannot guarantee. I'm hoping it worked, and I'm hoping you're seeing this correctly as I intended. But if you're still seeing it in a sliver of a screen, I am sorry. I tried. 2, and that one makes 3. And then, yeah, I think right there. And how I like to bend my wires is, especially when I'm using square wire, I like to go ahead and just take it, straighten up both sides, fairly straight. I like to keep them straight first for a few weaves, because I'm weird like that. And then I like to have it.
Caleb's not watching.
Who?
Caleb.
Caleb.
Caleb. Yeah.
Caleb. Oh.
Caleb.
Caleb. Weirdly enough, it's not showing on my screen. Well, hi. Yeah, it's only showing me one viewer right now. One, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Did my Spotify still not want to work?
No.
Okay. And now that I've got, I just did 1 or 2. I didn't want to do too much. I'm gonna now bend in these. That's pretty good. Okay. And then I'm gonna take it above where the wires cross. I'm going to make a bend to about where they cross. Yeah, I like that. Now this is a very crucial, this part always gets me. So you have to weave while holding the wire down to what you've already done. Because if you don't keep it tight, it will come apart. It won't look good. It just blah, 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 blah. But I will say, practice makes perfect. If you are not great at it, keep practicing. You will get the hang of it. You will figure it out. I only figured out how to properly do a figure 8 weave for a bale like this like a year ago, I think. I wasn't good at it otherwise. I can even tell you that what is it? Prong settings. I am still not good at prong settings. I have been doing this for 8 years, you guys. I have been wire wrapping for 8 years, and I am still not good at prongs. So
Prongs are hard, yo.
prongs are hard, yo.
Like words are hard.
Words are hard, yes. So with anything, practice. You know, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, take what you can get, learn from it, and try again, you know. That's all you can do. I wonder why because it's seriously not showing me that anybody's on here.
Well, it's only showing one now, so I'm guessing
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. And it hasn't shown anybody's names or profile pictures at all. And I realized I was off screen
I
again.
don't think you said anything. So.
I mean, probably not, but I mean, it still shows me. Oh, getting into the brownies without me. How dare you?
I said I was getting into it without you.
It's that you're. I
already know
can't.
I'm gonna feed it to you.
I cannot do that right now. I cannot be fed right at the moment. I am preoccupied.
What do you think about that, y'all? She can't be fed, but you're saying I hold a brownie in front of her face, she's gonna smash it.
And I'm not going to talk with my mouth full of food because that's rude.
Fine, they're here for the wire crafting.
But I have to give at least a little bit of instruction. I'm pretty sure they want that, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to hear me talking.
Do your best Robin Williams impression, you'd be fine.
No. I am not Robin Williams, and I cannot do impressions worth of flippity flop. Celeste is on. Hi, Celeste. How are you, my love? Sorry. I know that was very loud.
She gets excited. I'm about to get excited over this brownie.
Right. Brownie thief.
She doesn't need the brownies, it's fine.
I don't need them, but I want them. Celeste says hi.
Hi.
Somebody joined me finally, yay. Keep realizing I'm getting off camera. I am sorry.
She says she's getting ready for work.
Getting ready for work. Yeah. Well, it is Wednesday. Well, thank you for joining me while you're getting ready for work. I appreciate it. 2 and 3. I try to make it fun while we're crafting, but I don't know if it's fun because I'm busy crafting. Woo! This
I
is...
mean, Gabby had fun laughing at you.
Yeah, I know. I don't... And she's not on today. I'm so mad at mad at her.
Be a bonus, right?
No, because I made her a moderator too.
Oh. No, I meant that she laughs at you.
Oh, that she... Yeah. I make at least one person laugh. That's something.
I'm busy being a moderator. I have no choice.
Right.
I'm not allowed to laugh.
No, you can laugh.
I got to zero in.
You can.
Banhammered with, responsibilities right there. Gotta make sure no nefarious people live in here.
Yeah, honestly. Them trolls be trolling. Which I'm surprised I haven't had any trolls yet. I know they're coming eventually, though. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Celeste, please let me know if you can actually hear the music in the background or not. We have it playing off of Spotify, off of one of my old, off of David's phone, because it wouldn't work off of my phone. So we didn't want to have it too loud, but I just want to make sure that it can actually be heard. If you'd let me know, pretty please. Is that 2 or is that 3? That is 2. So only one more. Okay.
Volume is good.
Sweetness. Thank you, my love. One, 2, 3. 3. I never said I was sane. I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I never said I was sane. I'm almost out of wire. Should have gotten a little bit more, but it's okay because I am almost done with this, luckily. So I will be fine. I will be able to make it work. For anybody watching, watching like the replay or whatever, if you're following along, for the tutorial aspect of this, I pulled off roughly about 2 feet of my 28 gauge wire. So depending on how big or small you may want your bail, just adjust as needed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it down. 1, 2. Doggone commercials. That's why I was trying to get it to play on my phone, to avoid the commercials.
Well, these things happen.
I know. And then I got... I have avoided saying this in the last 2 videos, but I will say it in this one. You will see little itty bitty flies flying around in the video, and I apologize about that. Don't know why, but we have had a fly problem in our room, and we have new fly traps up. That's what I meant to get at Walmart yesterday too, and I forgot. was a fruit fly trap. But anyway, we are trying our best to get rid of them, and they are getting on my last nerve. I'm ready. Ooh. So if you see them, I apologize. I just had one fly in my mouth.
Ew.
Yes, ew. Very ew. They are getting on my nerves, man. I was trying to avoid even speaking of them at all, but that one kind of made me. That one made me bring it up. Alright, and so, now that I've pretty well got that done, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take it, I'm going to firmly place my finger here, and I'm going to hold it here, I'm going to pull up, so it gives it an angle like this. Then I'm going to put my finger here, so here in the middle, make a bend. And around we go. And then I'm going to aim for this little section that I did not wrap to go here. I know it's hard to see. So this tiny little space to go right over the neck is what I'm aiming for. And it did perfectly because I'm also going to pull these up, okay, to get them out of the way. And I'm going to take what's left of the weaving wire. So luckily I actually had almost the perfect amount. And I'm going to wrap it like this around the neck and the ends of the wire to secure that. Now, alternatively, you can push the ends of the wires through, because there will be a gap in this, because this is going to go about like that. I realized I was over the text. It's going to go about like that. So there's plenty of space here in the top section to push these wires through, but I just don't feel like doing that right now. I ain't doing all that. But I will go right here. I'm gonna move that there, and I'm gonna wrap 3 times around this one end. Oh, without getting that. 2 and 3. Now at that, I am going to cut and leave a little bitty tail. With this one, what am I going to do? What am I doing? Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Yeah. With this one, I want to also leave a little tail. Nothing too big, nothing too small. And we are going to pull this in. And I know it's very difficult to see because it's just black wire. It's hard for me to even see, just so as you know. Okay, now I want to make sure, I'm going to have to take my glasses off for this one to make sure I got this in here. I don't know. Okay, I am on screen good. I think I got it. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So now I need a drink. Would you care to? Okay. Give me a moment. All right. Much better. Thank you. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to try to put my piece of Moldavite back in. Hopefully it works because it's not wanting to. There we go. Ah, and now it's too loose. Okay. Now, okay, so at this point, I'm going to have to separate the backmost wires so that I can do something like this to try to trap my stone, my Moldavite. Okay. Whoa! Try not to let that happen. Okay. Hopefully that's good enough. I'm really hoping. For the back side at least. And that's if I can get the darn thing in there. I also need to pull it out. I forgot to pull it out. Whew. Alright. Alright. Back is good. Now for the front. Now this time it's going to be a smidge trickier. Okay. There's that. Cool. That worked out really good. Ah, every time, ah, and see, this time I did mess up the wire a little bit, just because the edge of the stone is right there, and I'm trying not to get the edge of the stone. Ah, having to keep my language. You know what, that's not half bad. And I will just do my best to cover that up if I can. So, one downfall, as I've said, with black wire, is it can be scratched off easily. It's a hazard. Hard to avoid. You know. Alright, so now that we've got all that done, now we want to figure out what we want to do with the wires that are left for sprucing it up, designing it, making it look pretty. I do have an idea. Bring these wires back. Okay, so it's hard to see. I know, I'm sorry. So back, and then we can follow along with the shape somewhat of the bale. Doesn't have to be perfect, but close. Okay, so you catch my drift. We're going to do that again for this side. We're going to keep them side by side. Fly, get out of my face. Fly, get out of my face. And again, following roughly the shape. And I went, okay, no, that's good. Okay. So, roughly the shape. And I'm trying to decide now what. I definitely want this to curve in, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one that I did with that one, if it will behave to do it. There we go. It's just got more of a curve to it, it's all it is. Okay. And then I think whichever wire sits further out, yeah, I'm going to bring that one in a little bit. So these, the back ones, the back wires, so these two that are coming from the back of the bale, we're going to leave alone for the moment. We're going to go ahead, let's see, we're going to actually bring these just a smidge closer. Then we're going to bring these a smidge closer. we're gonna swoopy-doop. Yes, swoopy-doop. It's an official term. Okay. Swoopy-doop. Okay. Swoopy-doop. And let's see. Again with this one, another swoopy-doop. Okay. Okay. And they won't get tight down until I, like, finish them off. That's the sad part. But I think they are pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead, cut off about right there, and about right there. And make an attempt to tuck away. Okay. Okay. Whoops. I keep hitting thing. Okay. So far, I think it's alright. So again, we're just coming down. I want this one to go lower, but not as low as where it's going. Okay, and I realized I just did all of that off screen again. I am so sorry. Still getting used to this. Okay, so roundabouts there. Again, gonna bloop. Go over there. And bloop. Okay. Press it in. And then get a hold of this one. Swoop it in. Press it in. And then this one, I'm going to do very similar, but I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to kind of do like this. So these are going to come back. Then it's going to come up. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, I see that this is crooked. It's fine. Before anybody says anything. So I'm going to go ahead and make that come down tight to lock it in, so to speak. I think I'm going to do that one more time because I kind of like that. Okay. And again. Okay. And yes, I know that is still showing. Alright. Now at this point, I'm going to clip off what's left of this, and really that piece definitely goes in the trash. I'm going to do my best because I'm not perfect. I'll do that. This piece can go like this, and then boop, another piece to the trash. And okay. I'm just going to pull this over. I'm going to take this. I'm being as gentle as I can with this wire. You know, I don't think that's half bad. I kind of like it. What do you think? Yes, it's very dark. I think my customer will absolutely love this. She will also, I know she will not mind the little scratch right there. And, I mean, it's not totally double-sided, but it's not double-sided either, okay? You know? So, yeah, there's that. What time is it, babe?
6:52.
6:52, man. So, I guess that's all we're going to get done today. Again, but that's fine, because we got that done. That was the one main goal, was to get that done. So, yeah. I didn't have a lot of people joining me today, and that is okay. Hopefully on Sunday, maybe we'll get some visitors to join in and watch and just hang out, you know. But if you are watching the rewind, thank you very much for watching. And yes, it's very shaky. I apologize. If you're watching the replay, I should say replay, not rewind. But if you are watching the replay of this, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Leave me a comment, even if it's just a happy face, or it's a, hey, good job, or, hey, you could have done this better. I don't care. Leave me something. You could even say, hey, your work stinks. Okay. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. If you are on Facebook or if you are on Instagram, please be sure to follow my page. Again, like this video, leave a comment, all that kind of stuff. Share it out too. On all platforms, share out the video. Please, 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 so that others can see and join and all that. I've also made this an event happening every Wednesday and every Sunday on my Facebook page. My Facebook page and my Instagram and my YouTube are all the same name, Silver Star Jewelry. Instagram's the only one that's slightly different. It is silver.star.jewelry. Otherwise, everything else is Silver Star Jewelry. You should be able to find me. Yeah. If you like this and you want to watch more, I have 2 other live stream replays from last week that you can watch me making other jewelry. And we will have more coming soon. Tomorrow, the short of making this pendant will be coming for you to watch. Please make sure you keep an eye for that. Watch it, like it, leave a comment, share it, all the things. Do appreciate you. And I think that's it. We will be back on Sunday for another new pendant or something. Another crafting live on Sunday at 2 p.m. on my Facebook page. Please come follow me and watch it and join in and hang out. Love you guys. If you want to purchase any of my products, please find my Facebook page. I'm selling through Facebook now, and that's all I'm going to say. Love you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday and the great rest of your week, and we will see y'all later. Mwah! Bye!